We're gonna need this today, hopefully. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to NB Edits. As you can tell, we are currently in a Quick Trip parking lot, filling up on gas, getting ready to head up north. As you can tell from the thumbnail and the title of this video, we are on the hunt to find ice in northern Wisconsin today. It is early. I know a lot of people are probably thinking there's absolutely no way, no shot you're going to be able to find ice. It's been very cold the last 3 or 4 days here in Wisconsin, especially up in northern Wisconsin. And to tell you the truth, I have actually found a few lakes within the last couple days that already have some ice. I've been scouting the area, mostly just central Wisconsin, some areas up north as well that already had some ice started on them. The goal for today is to find something that is locked up. So we're gonna go ahead, fill up the truck, start sipping on some nice warm coffee, and get the day started. Well, folks, we're doing the darn thing. We are currently on our way up north, and man, I am just so excited. I am so stoked to be back on the grind. I cannot believe it, but ice is finally here. We are in the very early, very beginning stages of potentially finding walkable ice today. Now, I have no idea if that's going to happen or not because it's still very early. We've just had our first 3 or 4 nights in a row that got down to very cold temperatures, some calm winds, which is exactly what we're looking for right now. There was a little bit of snow mixture up north, but hopefully not too much to disturb any of the ice that's currently starting to form. I've got high hopes for today. We're gonna be exploring some lakes that we've never been to, possibly visiting some of the old honey holes that I love to fish every year. I am just absolutely jacked right now. It is almost 6:30 in the morning, and oh man, I didn't sleep a lick last night. You know the phrase catching Z's? I caught 0 Z's last night. I am so excited. Could not sleep. All I could think about was where I wanted to go, what lake I want to try. Let's go explore some new areas. My mind is just doing one of these right now, but we're on our way up north. Let's see if we can make the damn thing happen. You guys see what I see? That looks like a frozen lake to me. Alrighty, well, just got to first lake. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the chisel. This is exciting. Lake number 1 on the year that could possibly have some potential for us here. Let's go see what we're working with. As you can tell, this is a very small body of water, but she's definitely locked. I think we are on the shallow bay side. I mean, this whole lake is shallow, but very interesting. All right, well, we're gonna see how much ice is here, and I believe the lake goes this way, and I believe it gets a little bit deeper over there, but I truly have no idea. I've never been here before, but check this out, guys. First lake we stop at is completely locked. What I'm noticing right away about this lake, it almost kind of seems like a bog lake. Not exactly a bog lake, but it's like marshy around the edges. This is all just like frozen, swampy dirt that I'm standing on right now. And in years past, I have not had super great luck with bog lakes. Freezing early, being one of the very first ones to freeze. Now, this lake behind me is pretty shallow. I believe it was less than 10 feet deep from what I saw on the DNR website. But if I remember correctly, this one did have fish in it. There's actually numerous small lakes around this area, and there's kind of trails throughout this whole system that kind of connects them. And yeah, I don't know what to think. This is interesting. All right, we're gonna go ahead and take our first spud of the year. We gotta clean this off, make sure we got a nice clean spud. What do we think? Half inch, an inch, inch and a half? I have a feeling that if I could get out further, it's gonna be even more. I think right here, just by looking at it at first glance, I think it's gonna be just under an inch, but I could be wrong. So here we go, let's see what we got. Water around the shoreline looks very dark and dirty. All right, well, got a lot of dirt and swampy crap hanging off the bottom of that, but I would say a little over ½ inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch. Not a ton, but it's a decent start. That is what we like to see. All right, first lake was a success, I would say. Hopefully we can find more ice than just that. I might continue walking around this just a little bit just to see if I can find an area that's a little bit better than this. I mean, this is very shallow right here, and like I said, it kind of seems boggy. I don't know how to feel about this. Never been here before. Ooh, that was firm. Wow. This is more firm over here. It's not super thick, but it's more firm. Ooh, she's cracking. Oh my goodness. It's cracking below me, but I'm walking on ice. I don't believe it. Wow. Guys, we're on ice. It's less than a foot deep below me right here, it looks like, so I'm not too nervous. Even if I were to fall in, it wouldn't even go over my boots right here. It's probably only a few inches, maybe just over a foot, but guys, we're walking on ice. Guys, look at this. I don't believe it. All right, well, considering I don't know anything about this lake, and I don't even have my flotation suit on, nor do I have my ice picks on currently, I'm probably not going to go any farther as of right now, but this is awesome. We are officially walking on ice. I don't believe this at all. Lake number 1, and it's locked, and it's walkable. And there's potentially fish in here. I don't know for sure, but like, I'm gonna have to go take a look and see if there's actually fish in here. This is crazy. Alrighty, well, as you guys can tell, we are back at the vehicle. And as you can tell, I am getting suited up. Now, I've just kind of made a decision in my head. You know the old saying, you can't leave fish to find fish? This is kind of that similar scenario. You can't leave ice to find ice. Now, I'm sure that there is other ice to find. Whether it's walkable or not, I don't know. I mean, there's no way that this is the only walkable-ish lake in northern Wisconsin. Obviously, there's probably a lot of other small lakes that are similar to this, but do I waste my time today trying to do that when I have a lake that I've walked out on and possibly has fish in it? We have time. We have time. We might as well check it now while we are here, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So I am currently lacing up in my Eskimo Superior suit. This will float just in case I were to fall in. It's not crazy cold, so I don't necessarily need a double liner jacket right in this moment, but if I were to fall in, this is going to come in handy because it's very buoyant and it's going to keep me afloat. So just in case something were to happen. I'm going to go in prepared. Obviously for you guys, it's better to be safe than sorry, especially when you're doing a solo trip like this, up in the middle of nowhere with no service, somewhere you've never been. Anything could happen. So this lake is small, and it's basically like 2 bays, 1 small bay, 1 big bay. Mind you, I'm talking about a 20-acre or less lake, most likely. I don't know exactly what the acreage is, but 1 small side, 1 bigger side. I think the bigger side actually looks like it has a little bit better ice, and I'm guessing if there were to be a deep hole in this lake, that's where it's going to be. So if I can find water that's, you know, 8 to 10 feet deep, something like that, there's a chance that there could be fish in it. So we're going to grab everything out of the truck. We're going to walk back down there. I'm going to strap up a GoPro, and I guess we're going to go ice fishing. Alright, so I can see through there. She looks pretty weedy. That's what we're working with right now. 1.25 inches, maybe 1.5 inches. Hard to say. And as I drill that hole, I can see through. Obviously, now that that water's coming up, you can kind of see through the ice a little bit better. A lot of weeds right here. I can see weeds right through that hole. Lily pads there. I was hoping this might be just a little bit of an opening, but it doesn't seem that way. There's a lot of water coming through this hole. This is sketch, guys, not gonna lie. If there were for sure fish in here, or if I had been here before, I would stay. Oh man, I really want to fish, but really don't want to get wet if I don't have to. You guys have no idea how badly I wanted to wet a line. I wanted to fish that lake so incredibly bad, but can't get down on myself. This is just lake number 1. Came here with no idea what to expect. I had no idea if this lake was even going to be frozen over, and it was. So that is a success. We walked out on it. I'm not going to say safely, but we walked on ice for the first time this year. That's a huge milestone, and it was the very first lake that we checked. So let's get out there, let's get back into the truck, and see if we can go find some more lakes that got ice on them. Well, that's wide open. Peace, guys, this is tough. I just keep making my way north, crossing my fingers, praying that we find some small lakes up here that are frozen. And a couple of the honey holes that I know of that freeze early up here, they aren't freezing early. I've probably checked nearly a dozen lakes on my way to this one, and everything that I have found has been either just a skim layer or basically wide open, pretty much like this one is behind me. This is one of the lakes that I know actually truly does have fish. It's got panfish and it has bass, and I think it has pike in it too, but it's just wide open. I mean, we've got too much snow in this area, probably about 2 inches or so on the ground up here. And it's not a lot, but it's just enough to just ruin any sort of ice that possibly was being made up here. So I think I'm going to take the alternative route. Instead of continuing to drive north, I'm actually going to drive south. It's been very cold, even south of here, but there's been way less snow. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to hop back in the truck and see if we can find a couple other lakes that are in better condition than this one. Now this is what I like to see. Oh man. We just traveled about 1 hour and 15 minutes south, and we found more ice. That is crazy. Less snow means more ice. That is what I'm taking in today. That is crazy. Well, we're in the right area. This is a big body of water, and this is a shallow bay on this big body of water. I wanted to come check this. I didn't think that it'd be completely frozen, which it's not. There is a little bit of open water, but the ice here seems decent, actually. This seems a little bit more firm than what I was on this morning. So traveling south actually is going to pay off, I think. Wow, I wanted to come check this. This shallow bay does hold some panfish, so I figured it's at least worth a look. It's not to what I want it to be, but I had to at least come check it out. So we're in the right neck of the woods. We're gonna hop back in the truck. I've got some smaller lakes mapped out that I wanna go check. Some that I've been to and some that I've never been to before. So, oh, fingers crossed. One more lake that's frozen over. Well, we've got another frozen body of water, but it's not looking thick as I'd like it to, and it's got a little snow layer on it. Some open water there in the corner. Oh my goodness, you guys, were so close. Man, I was keeping this lake in my back pocket today, thinking that, you know what, if all else fails, this lake is almost always frozen early ice. It's one of the first ones that I check. This lake used to be really good to us. It's definitely gotten hit pretty hard over the years, and there's not nearly as nice of panfish as what there used to be, but hopefully this lake can become something again one day. Super important to be practicing catch and release and not be just harvesting on some of these smaller lakes, especially early ice like right now. But man, I had a fun day out here today. I'm not gonna lie. This was super exciting to get out of the house and go on adventure. I'm gonna call today a success because I got to check out some new areas, do some exploring, and I think I've potentially found some lakes that I wanna go back to once we truly have that early ice season start. I mean, this is just the very, very beginning, and I'm super lucky to have even walked on ice today. Guys, we walked on ice today. That is crazy. We found about 1.25 inches, maybe 1.5 inches that was safe enough to hold me. That was the most exciting part. I cannot believe that that happened, but again, just super grateful for the opportunity to get out here and you know, potentially have some new lakes to explore here in the near future. So this is probably going to be the last body of water that I check here today. I might stop at 1 or 2 more lakes on my way home, depending on how much daylight I have left, but this is probably going to be the last one that you guys see. Overall, great day exploring. Before we end today's video, I'm gonna go ahead, roll over some footage. We're gonna jump back a couple weeks. Nick and I have been holding a secret from you guys for quite some time. There's really no better way to explain this besides there's going to be a new toy featured here on the NB Edits channel this winter. Nick and I are super excited. I can't wait to show you guys. So like I said, I'm gonna roll over some footage. We're gonna jump back a few weeks and you're gonna see something new that's getting featured here on the channel that Nick and I are absolutely stoked about. Check it out.
Well, we have made it to Detroit Lakes, Minnesota.
Good to see you. I'm doing great, thanks. Hey, how you doing?
Good to see you.
Nice to see you. Yeah.
I'm so excited right now.
Are you? All right, I'm
You're
glad.
definitely excited.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it. That's great.
So this is the brand new NB Edits Ambush Shack. This is the Slayer. Look at the trailer, everything. Wow, this is unbelievable. How cool is that? As you guys can see, we are here in Minnesota at the Ambush facilities. Super grateful for this opportunity. This is going to be one heck of a year ice fishing. We are super excited to show you guys our new shack for the year. We've got Tim here. Tim, thank you again so much for everything. We are
happy to do it.
We're super stoked to just dive right in, see the inside of this. The wrap looks amazing. I'm blown away just walking around this thing. This is crazy. Thank you so much.
Oh, happy to do it. I love watching you guys. And this is a win-win for everybody, but you guys do such a nice job on your YouTube channel, so we're excited to be a part of it.
Awesome.
For sure.
Thank you. We appreciate
Yeah.
that. Well, I'll have you walk around maybe and
Sure.
just kind of give us an idea of what we're looking at and what to expect this winter. Can we do that?
Absolutely.
Cool.
How about if we start right here at the front of the trailer? So we built this trailer. This is an ambush trailer. We make them in 4 sizes. This is the 22-footer. That's something that you spec'd out, Nick. Something that's a little bit shorter that you can winch up the skid house and load your ATV on the back with the side ramps. So up front, we've got a toolbox. We got you set up with a winch and a battery and a control. And that way you can winch the house up and then load your ATV in the back. And then when you're ready to go, you can just hook your 4-wheeler onto it and pull it off the back.
Simple as that. I like that.
Simple as
Okay.
that.
Perfect.
Got a spare tire. Here's your side ramps. There's one here and one there. That's for side loading your ATV.
Okay.
We matched your colors to your logo.
I see that.
Yeah, this is hats off to Andy Mullinex at White's Media down in Iowa. They do such a great job of design. They designed this for you guys.
It looks beautiful. That is so cool.
So then here's your bifold ramp. They're really lightweight, spring loaded. Now you've got solar on here, so you can pretty much be off grid because the direct vent heat does not draw any power. It's radiant heat, just runs off of propane.
Okay.
So really, this is for anything that you're charging. You're charging your live scope or your Vexilar or whatever.
Yep.
You can run your TV off of the battery.
Wow.
And but let's come on in.
Oh boy. Here we go. Holy smokes. Look at this. Wow.
So you've got, I noticed you were looking at your at the shelf here, so that netting comes down, you just unclip it at the top,
right?
And you can put your sleeping bags in there, your pillows, your bibs, and get that up and out of the way. There's also a rod storage underneath.
Oh yeah,
built
that's
right
pretty
in.
slick. Okay,
Yep.
cool.
And then we put some camera mounts up here for you guys. We got one here and one over here,
Excellent.
so that you don't have to have tripods kind of in the way.
No, that makes sense. That's gonna
Yeah.
be perfect. Just up here, little bird's eye view, kind of looking down. You get the whole scene in here. That's awesome.
Yep.
Okay.
So this is a 11,000 BTU direct vent heater, and it's just radiant heat. It's very simple to operate. I'll show you later how to operate it. But
Okay.
you've got privacy, but also light control with the shades
That's slick.
for videotaping.
Yeah.
Electronics table for your electronics and food and drinks and so forth. And then these comfortable couches roll over. You pull these out into a bed, and you'll notice that even when the bed is deployed, you're still able to fish.
Right. Wow. That's actually really nice. It doesn't go over the holes or anything.
Correct.
But it's enough room. You're comfortable. You can lay down. That's gonna make ice camping really nice.
Yeah, and it's 6.5 feet wide, so you got
Wow.
plenty of length on your
Yeah.
beds here. You got a couple of lights, one there and one there. This is your battery, and where your battery goes. This is your solar charge controller, and this will prevent the solar panel from overcharging your battery.
Gotcha.
And you
Okay.
can just select what kind of battery. You can use whatever kind of battery, and you can just select the type of battery.
Perfect.
But if you're economical in your use, because this does not require any power, the lights draw very little. DV draws some,
Sure.
but you can kind of be off grid.
Okay.
But we do have a dongle set up for you, so you can plug this in on the outside to a generator,
Gotcha. Okay.
and then you can plug the TV into it or any other devices if you want to.
Right.
So the TV, this is your inverter. Make sure that that's on, and that will power up the TV. And your remote control is in here
Okay.
for the TV. So you can hook it up to Roku and watch YouTube videos. Obviously, you can hook up your live scope and all that sort of thing.
Oh my God, this is going to be
This is a little fancy for us.
Yeah, this is a little bit nicer than anything that Nick or I have ever had or used out on the ice. This is gonna be spectacular. This is so well put together, and it's universal. It's lightweight. This is amazing, man.
Yeah, you bet.
This is awesome. This is crazy.
I'm glad you're happy.
I'm blown away by this.
Oh, that's awesome.
Well, guys, we just did a whole walkthrough of the shack, and we actually got to tour the ambush facilities and see kind of the behind the scenes of how these things are created. And I'll tell you what, it's actually pretty amazing there. Obviously, there's a lot of time and effort, the amount of hours that goes into making these shacks so pristine. Getting to see the behind the scenes of it is pretty exciting. That way we get to see the time and effort that went into this shack that we're about to use here this winter. So we're super, super excited. Huge shout out to Ambush for bringing us on as part of the team this year. Cannot wait to get out on the ice and start using this thing. It's been one heck of a trip. We're gonna wrap things up here. This ice season is going to be one to remember, that's for sure. There's gonna be a lot of memories created in this first year. So gotta say thank you again, Dan. We appreciate you, man. Thank you. That thing turned out absolutely beautiful.
I'm glad you like it. That's
absolutely
great.
Cool. Well, Time to go catch some fish, I guess. Well, folks, if that doesn't get you excited for ice fishing this year, I don't know what will. Today, we managed to walk on hard water in northern Wisconsin. Crazy. The boys are bringing home a new ice shack for this winter. Unbelievable. I am so freaking excited. I am absolutely jacked. Man, I wish we could have got on a body of water today that had some fish, or at least had the ability to wet a line, but we're so close. We're so close. We are right there. Oh, man. I cannot wait for that first school of crappies to come topside, setting flags for walleyes. Oh, man. We're right there. I'm guessing within the next week and a half to 2 weeks, we're going to be on hard water. We've got a warm spell that's pushing through in the next 2 or 3 days, and unfortunately, I think that's going to ruin any production that we had on ice here that we found today. There's a chance some of it stays, but I think a lot of lakes are going to go back to being open. But like I said, within the next week or so, we've got a lot of cold temperatures coming, and we could potentially be on ice within the next 10 to 14 days, I'm guessing. So if you guys are excited for ice fishing, you're gonna have to stay tuned. Nick and I, man, we cannot wait to get out there. This is gonna be an awesome, awesome year. If you guys are excited, make sure to slap that thumbs up button for us. Leave us a like, we'd really appreciate it. Comment down below what species you guys are gonna be targeting first. And if you guys are new to this channel and you've never seen our videos before, first off, go hit that subscribe button right now, because I'm telling you right now, it's going to be an amazing winter. And also, go back and check out some of the videos that we've posted in years past, man. I mean, when it comes to ice fishing, that is our bread and butter. That is the #1 thing that Nick and I put the most effort into in this channel, and I am just so excited to get some giant fish topside this year. You guys have no idea. Again, if you guys enjoyed, leave us a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you guys are new. We'll see you on the next one. Tight lines from ND Edits.